Welcome to Crafty Compulsions. My name is Valerie and I'm so glad you could join me. Today I'll be going through my completed book, Village Charm by Teresa Goodridge. This is my first ever completed coloring book, and it's my first book that I got by Teresa Goodridge. This page was done with dollar store alcohol markers. This was my first page in this book, and it was done with Prismacolor Scholar pencils. It turned out a bit darker than I wanted, but I was still getting used to the paper. I really like how I used a limited color palette to create a more cohesive image. This page I did with Prismacolor Premier pencils. At first it was going well with the flowers, pots, and the sky and the trees, but as I got to the buildings, I was not happy with the results that I was getting. So I decided that this book and me and Prismacolor Premier pencils just kind of don't get along. So I chose not to use them for future pages. This page I used a variety of pencils, Crayola, Artist Loft from Michaels, dollar store brands, Prismacolor Scholar pencils, Crayola Twistables, pretty much everything I have except for the Premiers. This page I used Crayola Twistable Pencils. I like the purples and yellows, but I'm not happy with how the building turned out. This is a nice page. I got the idea to do red roofs from the sample page at the back of the book that has red roofs. So I decided to go with that. This page, Crayola Twistables, I tried to do a little bit of a gradient on the flowers. This is one of my favorite pages in the book. It's a very autumn color scheme, and I did it in April. So as you can see, I don't color for the current season, I color for my mood. I used Crayola Twistables. This one, I tried to keep it limited colors, and I did it with Crayola Twistables. I enjoyed this page. My daughter picked it out for me to do, and we both had the same idea for this beautiful pink dress. Crayola Twistables again. This page I did once I got some alcohol markers from the dollar store, and I really enjoy them. I find that the greens go together quite nicely, and I like that there's a tone difference in the colors. So there's some darker greens, and then there's some very nice lighter pastels and neutrals, and I enjoy those very much, and they work nicely in this book. You just need to watch. They do bleed over, or I found they bled over the lines. So once I got used to just how close to go, it was fine. This is a nice page. It didn't turn out as I wanted it to. This yellow and teal at the top just is not working for me. But other than that, it's okay. I used Crayola Twistables. This page, I do not like the boats. I don't like coloring boats, and I had a really hard time deciphering which boat was which, but I really like how the top part turned out with Crayola Twistables. This page, I used Crayola Super Tips, and I am not happy with how it turned out. I found that there wasn't enough softer, lighter pastel colors for my liking, and I just didn't turn out for me. I did try another page with Crayola Super Tips just to make sure that it wasn't just me or this day. So I thought I'd give it a second chance. We'll get to that one after. Oh, I love this page. Oh my goodness. This one I used with the dollar store alcohol markers that I got. And I love this one. It's got some darker greens and some lighter greens, and I think they go together really nicely. I really like this one. This page I used with Crayola Twistables, and I like how I did the flowers. Kind of kept to kind of 2 or 3 colors. This one I used Crayola Twistables, and I really was emphasizing some darker areas and then lighter areas with the same pencil. And I love how the little pops of red show up. This page was done with Crayola Twistables. This page was done with Sharpie markers. Again, I have trouble with the greens, and I have trouble with getting some lighter pastel shades. They all seem to be the same tone, of the same darkness. This page I used Crayola Twistables, and it did give me a hard time. This building, these stairs, I tried to fix it, went over it, the door, the colors just weren't coming out. Once I saw how much trouble I was having, I just quickly tried to finish the other elements and move on. Here's the quilt page. I've seen many colorists do a beautiful job on this page. However, it did make me quite nervous with all of the patterns and quilts and colors, but I think it turned out okay. In the end, I used Crayola Twistables. This was my second attempt with Crayola Super Tips, and it confirmed that I would not be using them again, or at least not for a full page and not alone without pencils over top, and not in this book. Looks okay, it's better than the other one. This is probably one of my top favorite pages in this book. I just love how the colors turned out. I used Crayola Twistables, but for most of the clothing here, I blended and layered 2 or more colors together, and I really like how it turned out. We have this one, again, Crayola Twistables, that I've done in this book. This is another autumn colored page that I did, again in April, but I really enjoyed how this one turned out, and I really enjoyed coloring it. This one was done using Crayola Twistables. I like it except for this yellow tablecloth that I did. It doesn't, I don't know, something doesn't fit with my eye. This is a really pretty page. I did this with Crayola Twistables. And the bookstore, Crayola Twistables. I really tried to stick to limited colors for everything, and then for the books, also tried to stick to a set of colors to do for the books, and I think it helped create a cohesive page. This page, the creamery, I really like how it turned out. It scared me a bit, like the quilt one, because I don't really color snow. But I gave it a go, and I left most of the snow white and just added a little bit of touch of gray here and there. This page was my second attempt with Sharpie markers. The flowers down here and the butterflies started out okay, and I added some dollar store gel pen on it. The building, and then I kind of didn't like where it was going when I got to the ground and the train and the sky and the leaf. I was just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. And that's it. So that is completed flip through of Village Charm by Teresa Goodridge. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and you can leave me a message in the comments if you have this book, what pages you liked to color out of it, and what mediums you like to use. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.